So on yesterday's video report, I was bemoaning the fact that we just didn't have enough football on Tuesdays and Wednesdays as we have had in previous years. And, here we are, Thursday. I was saying that I couldn't wait for the Thursday card to come around. But please, can I be greedy and ask for some better games than what we have on tonight's schedule? Do you think the CBS network is going, my God, we moved the Big Bang Theory to Monday. We put Elementary on hiatus because we're going to be airing the Jets and the Patriots tonight. Yeah, you want to watch that game? It's probably going to be played like in a monsoon in Foxborough tonight. College football, yeah, we've got two games. Pac-12 late night game between Utah and Oregon State. ACC early game, Virginia Tech and Pittsburgh. I think that's probably the best game on the board. Now, listen, I'm going to break down all the football games for you here and give you some free picks in a moment because I think the best bet is in baseball again. So there you go. I think the best bet is on the Giants and Cardinals. Hey, before I go any further, quick props going out to Matt Rivers. The past 2 days, and Matt is not an everyday handicapper here at the site. Past 2 days, he had the first and second ever waive the rating releases, his blank check releases in baseball. In his 11-year career as a charter member here at the site, and he cashed in on both days. Last night it was the Giants. 2 days ago, it was Kansas City, so kudos going out to Matt Rivers. Also, props going out to Gabriel DuPont. Yesterday, he had a big 80-dime play, his second biggest in baseball this season, I believe it was, and he scored with the Royals on the afternoon card. He has an even bigger play going here this evening. It's his 100-dime ACC Game of the Year on the Virginia Tech-Pittsburgh game. Yesterday, you saved a fortune and got his winner for $24. Well, today you can save $75 and get his 100-dime ACC Game of the Year simply by using the coupon code DuPont, his last name. That's DUPONT. You don't have to worry about making the capital P or little case, uppercase, lowercase. Don't have to do anything of that. Just DuPont, DUPONT. That baseball game tonight, you might want to check out Scott Delaney, his biggest baseball play so far in the postseason, 100-dime play on the Giants and Cards. You get it for $22. Saving $77 off the regular price by using coupon code SCOTT22. And, of course, Jeff Benton, second biggest NFL play of the year. He had a 75-dime winner last Thursday on the Colts. He has another 75-dime play tonight on the Jets and Patriots. God bless his soul. $10 bettors up $12,000 since April, and you can save $65 by using coupon code Benton. All the other coupons, there's a $5 play of the day. There's also a great coupon that'll save you $125 off any Handicapper's 30-day package. Coupon code SAVE125. That is also available over on the homepage. And should you ever have any questions, you can always contact customer service. Okay, guys, let's talk about these games here tonight. First, let me get the elephant out of the room. That is the Patriots and Jets. Listen, the latest weather report, you're calling for 80% rain tonight. And it could be very heavy at time in the Foxborough area. I was at that stadium once. I parked in a cow pasture and then had to walk like a mile to get to the stadium. And the price for parking in that cow pasture, and I'm not kidding, it was a cow pasture. It was $35, okay? I can only imagine what it's going to be like walking from those cow pastures to the stadium here tonight. But that's an aside. Listen, the Patriots have beaten the Bills 37-22 last week and 43-17 at home against the Bengals a couple of weeks ago in that Sunday night game. So are those the real Patriots, or are the real Patriots the team that got bushwhacked in Kansas City 41-14 2 Mondays ago and barely beat the woeful Oakland Raiders 16-8 at home? Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, I don't know. Jets last road game, they got hammered at San Diego. They pulled Geno Smith at halftime. They lost 31-10. They've lost 5 straight games since beating the Raiders in their opener. I don't know. 9.5 points. I mean, Brady looked good, but listen, I've told you all along, these Patriots are not the Patriots of old, okay? This Patriots team doesn't have a pass rush, doesn't have much defensively. The wide receiver core still lousy that Brady is forced to work with. But then, of course, the great equalizer, well, I can sum it up in 2 words, Geno Smith. I mean, that's really what it comes down to, guys. Would you rather have your money on Tom Brady or Geno Smith? So I guess I'd lay the points with the Patriots. I don't know. I mean, Rex Ryan, dead man walking, isn't he, with the Jets? So anyway, hate that game. Now, college football. Pittsburgh is a slight home favorite at Heinz Field, where Virginia Tech has never won. But I think the Hokies are the play here. Listen, their last game 2 Saturdays ago, they stopped North Carolina 34-17. And that was in Chapel Hill, I believe. And that's the same North Carolina team that had scored 35 points in a loss at Clemson a week prior and just scored 43 points in South Bend against Notre Dame over the weekend. But Bud Foster's defense did the job, held that high-scoring attack to 17 points. Now, I think the key for Virginia Tech here tonight, they're going to overplay the run because that's what Pittsburgh does best. I mean, they got James Conner, the sophomore. He leads the ACC in rushing with 874 yards. But interesting to note, 544 yards in the first 3 games, which Pittsburgh won. Since then, averaging just 100 yards a game, about 300 total, in the 3 straight games the Panthers have lost. So you've got a team here that has lost at home to Iowa for its first loss of the season, got upset by the Akron Zips. That's an embarrassment. You were laying 20.5 points and you lost 21-10. 2 weeks ago at Virginia, you see a final score that they lost in Charlottesville 24-19. But remember, that was a 24-3 game at halftime, okay? So you got a Pittsburgh team that is young. They average almost 60 yards a game in terms of penalties, so they commit a lot of mistakes. You got a Pittsburgh team that basically is a one-man show offensively with the running back, Connor. Most teams will overplay the run and force Pittsburgh's inexperienced quarterback to beat them. He's a freshman starter, and he hasn't been successful. Chad Wojcik, I believe is how you pronounce his name. He's only completed 59% of his passes, 8 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. But here's the number I look at. In 5 games this season, he's thrown for a total of 949 yards. My God, isn't that what Washington State averages on a daily basis? I mean, Virginia Tech has a good pass rush. Remember last year when they played in Blacksburg against Pittsburgh? Tom Savage was the Panthers quarterback. They sacked him 8 times in that one. Tech is 20-7 straight up lifetime on Thursday night. So my official free pick, I like Virginia Tech here. I think Virginia Tech wins it. I know Virginia Tech is down to its 4th-string running back. I know that Virginia Tech's quarterback, Michael Brewer, who transferred out of Texas Tech, very erratic, 11 touchdown passes, 10 interceptions. I know that this is a Virginia Tech team that went into Columbus and beat Ohio State, and yet this is a Virginia Tech team that managed to lose to East Carolina at home and against Georgia Tech. So, again, not a quality team, but I do think Virginia Tech is the way to go. Utah, Oregon State. Early in the week, I thought Utah was going to be the play here, but there's 2 things that has me off the Utes here tonight. First, I've never been a fan of a team that may alternate or rotate quarterbacks, and that's what the Utes may be doing here tonight. Because Travis Wilson, who's the better pure pocket passer who led them to the big win in Michigan earlier this year, he's an erratic quarterback that throws a lot of interceptions. Hell, he was intercepted 3 times when Oregon State won, I think it was 51-48. In Utah last year in overtime. But lately, they've been turning to Kendall Thompson, who I believe transferred out of Oklahoma. He is a more athletic, mobile quarterback, and when he's running the show, they use more of a run option attack. So you've got 2 different offensive systems there, which against an Oregon State team that isn't that great defensively certainly could pose some problems. On the other hand, you have a Utah team that has won just 3 times in 15 games on the road in pure Pac-12 play. Now, one of them happened to be their last road game against UCLA in Pac-12 play, okay? But 3-12. This is a team that struggles. And yet I keep thinking to myself, yeah, but they won at Michigan earlier this year. Doesn't that count for something? Oregon State, they haven't beaten anybody. I mean, they haven't done anything. Their most impressive game was against San Diego State. Yeah, they're 4-1. Their one loss, they got hammered by USC. Nothing to be ashamed of there. Sean Mannion, he has 5 touchdown passes so far in 5 games this season, the Oregon State quarterback. He had 5 touchdown passes in the overtime win at Utah last year. He has 5 for the season so far. His offensive line protection has been spotty, and you've got a Utah team that's number 1 in the nation with sacks of 28, okay? His wide receiver core, not as talented as it was a year ago. And yet, I just can't get over the fact that Utah, I have to lay 2.5 and 3 points with a team that is 3-12 straight up in conference play since joining the Pac-12 2.5 years ago. So I liked Utah earlier in the week, but I got to be honest with you, I now think, and it's a hunch, that Oregon State is to play here this evening. So there you go. If you put a gun to my head, I take the Patriots. Don't watch the game. Do something else tonight. There's got to be something on TV you can watch instead of that. I do like Virginia Tech a lot and Oregon State a little. Good luck, guys, and I'll catch you again on Friday when we do this one more time.